Okay, so we gotta talk about Belinda because I just did episode 8 review, and I was saying how people were saying that she was gonna snitch and tell Zach where Jeremiah was, and she did on episode 8. But when they dropped that clip, when Angela and Belinda was talking, didn't she say, if y'all seen the clip, didn't she say she snitched because Jeremiah took her money or something like that? They didn't show that. They hadn't showed that yet. So she gonna snitch a second time? But hey y'all, this is for Tyler Perry's Zatima season 3, episode 7. But okay, y'all, first thing first, let me know y'all thoughts on episode 7 down below. Belinda, she decides to run up to Zach when he was walking out to find out, what happened between Fatima and Jeremiah. I said she still didn't tell everything. But, well, yes, she did. Because she told half of the truth the first time. I think when they was at the funeral home, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah, she ran up to him trying to talk to him. I said, she ain't gave up yet. And then in Fatima's face, to my son, you stopping by my place. It's good to see you coming back by here and all this other extra stuff. But yeah, Zach ends up asking Fatima if Jeremiah hit her. So she was saying, like, no, that's not what happened. And she was like, I'll tell you everything. And he was like, tell me right now. And she wouldn't tell him. She wouldn't tell him right now or whatever. She's saying how she didn't want people in her business. I said, it's a little too late for that. But yeah, he was telling her everybody already know his business. He doesn't even know what happened. I said, nobody really know what happened. And just like I said last review, nobody really knows what happened. They just assuming. And she still, she told him half of the truth last week. I guess she told him the rest of the truth this week. But it wasn't like it didn't happen the way, they making it out to be. I think she ended up telling him something. And he was like, that don't make me feel better. Oh. He was like, did Jeremiah hit you? And she was like, no, they got to basically wrestling over the bag because he was trying to take some money or whatever. He's like, that don't make me feel better. And he left. He was upset. And I said, right. I said, either way you try to spin it, Zach gonna be upset. But Fatima was trying to make it seem like nothing happened still. She still was trying to play in his face, basically. So he was asking her, when did this take place? And she still wasn't saying anything. She trying to leave. I messed it all the way up, so I had to cut that part out. But where was we? Oh, she was trying to get him to leave. I guess I realized, I was like, why she still ain't telling him? And I was like, oh, because that's where Jeremiah will be at. She trying to get him to leave so he won't be there when Jeremiah's there. I said, oh, duh. But, he started asking her how long did it happen, when did it happen or whatever. So he ends up asking Nate and Tony, but saying, he was like, you had your chance. And he keep telling them that you had your chance and you wouldn't say anything. So Nate was like, a few days ago or whatever. And then Fatima was like, that's not what happened. And she trying to tell Nate to get his facts straight. And I said, exactly. Like, nobody know what really happened. They just going on what Jeremiah said. But Zach ends up leaving. And Fatima was like talking to Nate and asking him why he did that. And she was telling him he always doing some stuff. And he was like, he had a right to know. He was going to be mad regardless. I said, that's a fact. He definitely was going to be upset regardless. Whether you told him then, he still was going to do the same thing. Now he even more upset because y'all lied and played in his face. What are you talking? Everybody, they was doing the best they could, though, because they didn't want him to go to jail. And that's what Fatima was telling Nate. She was saying, do you have a record? And Nate was like, yeah, I do, or whatever. And then they was like, but do you have a brother that's on that stuff? And he got quiet. But they have been trying to help the situation, so I got to give them that. But yeah, where we stop at? Nate tells Fatima he's sorry. Zach deserves to know. So Connie ends up telling Fatima she coming too because Fatima was going to look for Zach. She ends up revealing, she got his... Did y'all hear my stomach growling? She ended up revealing that she got his location. Belinda tells Nate he did the right thing. I don't care what they say. You did the right thing. I said, shut up. I knew she was trying to score points with Zach. She out here talking all calmly and nice to him. And then what's crazy, though, I don't know if they was at her house or before they got to her house. She was like, he crazy or whatever. He crazy anyway. I know him. You don't know him. Y'all slept together one time. Fatima she been telling them what Zach is gonna do. He's gonna go to jail. Everybody like, I know him. Nate told me, I know him. That's my best friend. You ain't grow up with him and all that. And she started telling him what he gonna do. Now everybody acting all shocked and stuff because he over here acting crazy. Breaking up folks' stuff and stuff. But yeah, let's see where we stopped at. Yeah, Belinda was telling him he did the right thing. I think I said that already. Nate was saying how he feels like he should do something. He should help out in some way. He trying. I give him that. He trying. He gonna have to get rid of Belinda, though. That's just all it boils down to. Where is Lori? Where's Lori for Belinda? Because I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her stirring up trouble, then acting shocked when somebody come break up their stuff. But they showed Angela and Bryce again. So they was talking and they agreed to be friends or whatever. And she starts talking to him, trying to get him to talk about, the car situation, the car accident. Now, it wasn't no accident. It got me saying accident. There wasn't no accident. He did that on purpose. And he talking about driving into the car was an accident. We're friends now. So I would tell you because we're friends now. Then next thing out his doggone mouse. The next thing out his mouth was, do you think Zach will ever talk to me again? I gotta put the phone down for this. And I just dropped the video. I don't know if it was earlier this week or over the weekend, but I dropped the video asking y'all if y'all thought that he still wanted Zach. I think he do. Like if that, look, you think he would ever talk to me again? I said, Sarah, what? You be focused on the wrong thing. I said, okay, with with Preston coming in, I should do a separate video on that, but I'm gonna mention it. With him coming in to help, with the $3 million, he gave $3 million. I think they had invested $2.7 million, $2.5 million. I don't know. I was like, but can he still get the other money back? Or that's gone. Like, he over here, thank you. He ends up thanking Preston. I don't know if it was on this episode or the last episode. It might have been on this one. For, saving him or whatever. And I said, you ain't did nothing. I said, you need to get the money back still. But I think once you make those type of investments, you can't get the money back. You cannot get the money back or whatever. But yeah, first thing out his mouth after that is, you think Zach will ever talk to me again? Why Angela tell Bryce to go over there? I said, don't you go over there. I said, now Angela, why don't you encourage this man to go over there? Zach ain't trying to see him. I mean, they ain't got no choice because they partners or whatever now. But I'm glad Preston invested and he's now a partner too. So I feel like Preston gonna be able to not drive a wedge in a bad way. I don't know how to say it. Balance them out. That's what he gonna be able to do. But yeah, don't told him to go over there. He gonna listen. And then he starts talking about something. He believes that he can wear Zay down in the face Angela made. I said, sir, what do you mean by that? What's that dude named Drewski? I think he got a video going viral where he's like, what do you mean by that? I was like, what do you mean by that? When you say you can wear him down, like, does that mean you can keep on until he forgive you, or does that mean something else? I was like, you got a question with Bryce now. Because he'll be okay 1 minute. Then he either going off or he's Zach. Sean is back. And I said, I feel like Sean gonna end up getting his feelings hurt. Because she keep telling you. I about to say she keep telling you without telling you. But she done literally told you what it was. And the worst thing you could do, I keep telling people that. And I'm speaking from experience. The worst thing you could do when somebody tell you their truth is try to act like it ain't true. Try to be like, no, it's not that or whatever. I could wear you down like Bryce over here talking about. Sorry, wearing somebody down. But they end up showing Preston at Zach and Fatima house waiting to sign the contract or whatever. He just standing out there. They just gonna bring him a drink. Oh yeah, I forgot about that because I did the episode 8 review first. She brought him a drink. I said, don't drink that. I said, don't you drink that. She probably put something in there to make you go to sleep or make you hallucinate or something. I said, don't you drink that. Preston's smart. Nah, Preston's smart. I gotta give him that. She done walked up to him, gave him a drink. Talking about some, do you got some condoms on you? I said, lady, he done told you. I said, what's wrong with her? But he was like, okay, he thinks she's being so sexual, so he won't see her, the real her or whatever. She like, what, you adopt us? So I said, right, Preston, what you trying to do? And I was like, he still ain't mentioned if he with that Mandy lady yet. That's like, so he was faking this whole time or what? But yeah, he started telling her she don't have to be so extra. She's still not listening. Bryce ends up pulling up. She's like, don't get out the way because she having a party later. Oh, wait. I was about to ask, how is she gonna know that Zach beat up Jeremiah and got arrested? I know she gonna know he got arrested because they live next door or whatever. But I was like, how she know? Then I was remembered that somebody gonna have a video of Zach beating up Jeremiah, and that's what's gonna lead to the arrest. But yeah, let's see. Bryce stops by to talk to Zach, and he started trying to connect with Preston. Just started trying to talk to him, and Preston, he'll answer his question. Then he'll get real quiet. He said, I don't even want to give you the idea that I'm on that type of time. Or whatever. But Bryce was like, you got something to drink? I don't know if Preston asked him first if he wanted something to drink or what. But yeah, Preston's smart. He was like, yeah, not this. I got something in the cooler or whatever. I don't trust this. Talking about the drink that Deja gave him. I said, right. I said, good. Somebody thinking because no. She just brought it out there or whatever. I said, don't never take nobody. I ain't gonna say nobody, but if you don't know them like that and they got an open drink like that, I wouldn't take no closed drink because I seen a video where somebody Can I say that? I'm just saying injected. They injected the bottom of the drink. I think it was a water bottle or whatever. I don't know. It was a drink and they injected it at the bottom and it wasn't leaking. I said, how they do that? But yeah, so yeah, don't do that. No, don't do that. But yeah, they showed Fatima and Connie. They was in the car and they was looking for Zach. And then they decide that, the best thing to do is to look for Jeremiah. So Connie started talking to Fatima, just telling her, like, Zach is different. He don't usually share his location. I think Karen told her the same thing. Or something like that. No, was it the sisters that told her? Somebody told her that Zach acting different. Oh, the 2 phone situation. It was the 2 phone situation or whatever. But yeah, Connie ends up telling Fatima that she good for Zach. Look, Fatima said, like, okay, but don't get no ideas because I'm watching you. I'm watching you. But yeah, I said they gonna be cool. They gonna be cool. Especially when they dropped the video where they showed Connie coming to Fatima and saying, like, I want you to take a ride with me because something's not sitting right with me. Something's not sitting well with me or whatever about the whole Jeremiah situation. Then they showed them going into, they didn't actually show it, but on the trailer, if you go back, you see they going into a hospital. So I'm assuming that Jeremiah gonna still be alive or whatever. But they had said somebody's supposed to die. They said somebody's supposed to die after fires are shot, but we just seen on episode 8 that fires were shot or whatever. But nobody got hit. I don't think nobody got hit. But yeah, Belinda and Nate tell Jeremiah to hide. They telling him, they find him. He was there. I said, ooh, good thing Zach left, but he still gonna find him because Belinda gonna snitch again. But yeah, they tell him, you better hide. She like, you better hide. I said, right. I said, he out of it though. But Nate says he wants to take Jeremiah to Belinda's house. I said, bad idea. Definitely a bad idea because she gonna snitch. She definitely gonna snitch. But I don't think he gonna get Jeremiah there. If he does, he gonna get him again because they show him outside. They show him outside and he's beating on Jeremiah. I think first they showed him pushing him up against the wall because he had on that same hat. But yeah, Nate said he wanted to take Jeremiah to Belinda's house. She like, no, whatever. He's like, this was your idea to tell Zach. And she's like, yeah, but still, whatever. And then she snitched. I say, I hope Nate see her for who she is and Angela. Because Fatima been steady saying it. So, Zach ends up asking Tony where Jeremiah is. I said, he was trailing him or something. But he ends up asking him. He was like, okay, you say you're sorry and all this other stuff. Like, where's Jeremiah? He was like, I don't know. I don't think at that point he knew where Jeremiah was. But yeah, Zach is upset. He doesn't want to talk. I think there was the scene where Fatima and them pulled up on him as well. Fatima and Connie. But yeah, he was like, he don't want to talk still. He upset. He not trying to talk to Fatima. He don't want to talk to none of his friends or nothing like that. But Tony tells Zach he don't know where Jeremiah is. Fatima ends up telling him Jeremiah was looking for money. Oh yeah, that's the scene where she told him that he was looking for money. I think that was the last of it. It was something else that happened. What else happened? I think that was it because that's the last of my notes. But yeah, let me know y'all thoughts down below on this episode. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, this is have a great rest of the day and be safe.